Hi, I'm Dr. Jan Jaffer, and this is Got Teeth, a patient-centric monthly podcast featuring local health experts. Welcome. So we are here at the TransAlta Performing Arts Studio, meeting with some people from the Stampede Foundation as well as the Stampede Show Band, and we're going to learn a little bit about the Stampede as well as what the Stampede Foundation does. So, Aaron, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do as part of this organization?
Sure, yeah. I'm Aaron. I'm the manager of community learning with the Stampede Foundation. We support a number of youth programs, a campus where we are now that's just north of Stampede Park, where we have spaces for arts community, education community. And then, like I said, a number of youth programs, youth performance, education programs. So all the way from field experiences for classroom teachers through the year, and then the Stampede Show Band, Stampede Show Riders, and Young Canadians youth programs and kids that we support throughout the year. And of course, leading up to Stampede Week, where they're gearing up to have a pretty fun-packed week.
What's the age range that you would say all the programs entail?
Age 7 to 25.
Okay. And
So,
you guys are throughout the year? Is this you're working throughout the year, not just during the 10 to 20 days of Stampede?
Yeah, when you come down to Stampede Park, you are going to see the culmination of a year long worth of work for these kids. So they've been working all year. They've been working extra hard this past week. These programs run year round, and we aim to just give them a place to pursue their passion and a place to be who they are and a place where they can thrive and grow and be part of the community.
So when somebody donates to the Calgary Stampede Foundation, it's helping to run all these programs? Is that where the majority of the money is going? And who can access, I guess, this? Like, how do people get involved if they're interested?
Yeah, absolutely. So supporting these kids, supporting them to be part of this year-long learning. These programs are open to anyone. We have performance programs, our audition, our youth poster program through application, but anyone in Calgary and area can be part of it.
Awesome, great. So Lindsay, you're part of the Young Canadians.
Yes.
You've been part of this organization from what I understand, a long time. So tell us a little bit about what you've been doing with the Calgary Stampede Foundation.
I mainly only work right now with the Young Canadians program, and I'm the manager of that program. So the Young Canadians are a performing arts school. We run from September to July, and we train kids from age, as Aaron said, 7 anywhere up to 21. Probably not 25, but 21, in dance, music, and singing and performance. So they have a very rigorous training schedule from through the September to January months, and then they continue their performance experience with a big spring production, and then move into grandstand show preparation, which of course is part of the Stampede and kind of the cherry on top of the year.
It is, yeah, right. So they're a big part of the grandstand show.
Huge.
They do a lot of dancing and singing and
That's right.
everything that's out there. Right?
Yeah, they perform for about 150,000 people over the 10 days. So as an 8-year-old, that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, no, I've experienced it, and it's amazing what they can do from that young age, obviously, to a little bit older as well. So
yeah, for sure.
So John, you're new to Calgary.
I am very new to Calgary.
You are the new band manager, I understand.
That's correct, Jen.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about how did you decide to come and join us in Calgary? Because I hear you come from a little warmer of a place.
Yeah.
We bribed
climate
him with
was a little
mini
different.
donuts. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, those are good. Yeah, mini donuts are good.
Yeah.
Correct. I'm actually been in Calgary, I think 10 days now. Moved up about 10 days ago, and so basically jumping into the fire. And I come from a nonprofit organization in California, where very similar to what we have here with the performance groups, where we had different levels of performance groups, same kind of thing like the show band. And so I've been involved there for 40 years. And so while this is new to me, I definitely come with experience that's parallel and similar, but just so much looking forward to this program and the tradition and the rich history that the Stampede brings with the show band and the foundation and the Young Canadians and everything else.
That's awesome. So that's amazing. I mean, and how has it been so far? I mean, being here for only 10 days. I mean,
It
getting
feels
involved,
like I've
'cause
been
you're gonna
here
be-
for
you're gonna
like
be on
a
stage
year.
pretty soon here.
Yeah, so I won't be on
Well,
stage.
I mean,
Yeah.
helping them make sure
No,
that
yeah.
they do a great job.
So no, it's been great. It's
Yeah.
been a great indoctrination into the whole thing, and we've been to a couple of performances already with the band. We've had our steps rehearsal, which is a big part of our Stampede Week
Yeah.
performances, and the people are just great. Getting to learn the performers and members has been an awesome experience. Like, one of the reasons that I accepted this job, besides working with great people within the foundation, was the members. And that is the only reason we really do this, is to give that member experience and to give them that place, like Aaron said, to kind of execute their passion for what they have in the arts.
So let's pivot a little bit, because the Stampede, I mean, obviously there's so much rich history in the Stampede. We have the Stampede Foundation that's been doing so much work, but it's also a lot of fun, right? I mean, it's a ton of fun, right? I mean, in Calgary, you know, I think they say that Calgary is one of the few cities where the entire city changes versus, you know, just areas of a city that experience what's going on, the greatest outdoor show on earth. So what would a day, like, if somebody's about to, you know, new to Calgary, gonna, let's say, bring their kids down to the Stampede, what are they gonna experience, or why would they want to be a part of the Stampede? Lindsay, maybe you can help us a little bit about that.
I think I can do that one. So you're absolutely right. I mean, I think that's what makes the Stampede so unique, is that it's not just a corporate thing. It's not just a thing for families. It's really, truly for everybody. And the city transforms. You've got your you know, typical kind of business person that would be wearing their suit and tie for 355 days a year, and all of a sudden they're limping along in cowboy boots with blisters and button-up shirt and really tight jeans. So it truly does. Everybody kind of goes all in, right? And so when you come down, I mean, for a family, there's just an enormous amount to do, an enormous amount that's free. You know, I think people are you know, it's been a rough few years, and people are looking to do some affordable activities. So, you know, there's, you know, we're biased, of course. You can always see the Stampede Show Band and the show riders in their free performances on Park, but as well, there's tons to do in the agriculture side of things, tons of interactive activities for kids, rides, games, food, obviously. Food, so much food. Yeah, so much food, and so much weird food, like crazy stuff to try. And then there's a ton of on-park programming that's also free. So things like the dog bowl, where you'll see like the dogs that do all the cool tricks, and the Monster Energy Compound, the flipping motorbikes, and all of that. There's some calmer spaces for maybe the adults with the Western Oasis, the art show, nice wine and cheese. And then I do believe there's a big magic show this year in one of the halls. That's a new thing. I would, you know, not be doing my job if I didn't pump the grandstand show and the evening show, which is of course the Chuck Wagon races and the Bell Grandstand show, which feature the Young Canadians as well as some other incredible traveling touring performers. And there's the rodeo. I mean, there's just loads. And but just being on the park and just taking it in is just an exciting place to be.
Yeah, and I think you bring up a good point. There are free options for people as well, right? I mean, there's even family days where people can get in without having to spend a ton of money to get on.
Totally.
Because these things get expensive, right?
Yeah.
And for a lot of people, if you got a larger family, it's a little bit more of a challenge. Erin,
That's a good
anything that
point.
she's missed in terms of things that you're looking forward to this year that may be different?
Well, music.
I mean, there's a lot of
No, I
music.
forgot the music.
There's a few music stages. Yeah, Coca-Cola stage, of course, Nashville North, all of those kind of things if you're looking to take in some music. And then, you know, the programs that we work with, of course, and our young performers, giving a lot of music throughout the 10 days as well. So the Stampede Show Band will be on the Saddle Dome steps every day, 1:30 and 8:30. And then, yeah, the Young Canadians every evening in the evening show. So, yeah, I mean, it's just, there's so much to do. You come down and you'll be able to find something that kind of piques your interest, and the next thing you know, there goes the day, and you've seen some fun things, you've ate some interesting things, you know, you've supported the young performers, and you know, so nothing better than that. I think, you know, I love the community aspect of it, like you mentioned. You know, it's you can experience Stampede all through the city.
Yeah, I mean, free pancake breakfasts, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you can
Yeah.
eat for free pretty much the entire week if you want to. You can find different places to go around. I mean, it's such it changes Calgary so much. It's such a vibrant time for Calgary. So John, your first time here, what are you most looking forward to? Like, what is it that's
Well-
like that you're like, okay, I can't wait to.
Just to experience all of it. I want to experience as much as I can. Obviously, I'm going to spend a lot of time with the show band and get out there with the young Canadians and do the grandstand show. But I want to see. This lifestyle is completely new to me. You know, like I come from the San Francisco Bay Area, and it's very different. But it's something that my wife and I are very much looking forward to, just experiencing it all as much as we can. As far as food goes, a lot of the show band members have been asking me like, "Oh, do you want to eat this? Do you want to eat, and all these." The only one that's kind of sounded okay to me is like, I guess it's a maple donut bacon cheeseburger. Like,
There's everything, right?
Like, yeah, that it sounds like I won't need to eat or sleep for a week after eating something like that. Yeah,
Well, you will,
probably
you
have
will
tummy
eat for a
trouble.
week.
Yeah.
You will eat for 10 days, and you probably won't sleep a lot.
Yeah, so it sounds like quite the experience from all things. One thing I do want to kind of speak to is like the show band members and the young Canadian members, they've been practicing like crazy. Like Lindsay said, since September, but specifically the last couple of weeks. And it's like when you're a kid and you're looking forward to vacation, and it's like you can't wait to go to that vacation. That's what 10 days Stampede is like for these performers, because they finally get to do what they've been practicing for people. So if you come out and you see this, interact with them, like enjoy it, because they're doing this for the audience, for everybody that comes out and views them, and it's going to be completely different for them because they've only been practicing for themselves. They have a blank audience in front of them as they're doing all this, and finally to get out at Stampede and have an audience, the energy is just going to be reciprocal between all of them. It's going to be pretty amazing. That's definitely something I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that's going to be great. I mean, the interaction is great, and people are friendly and really having a good time. I mean, I think it is. It's a great time for Calgary. I mean, the city changes, and it's a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
So you were, speaking of practicing, you were just coming in here this morning, and you said it was like chaos.
It's chaos outside. I mean, there's people practicing everywhere, right?
Yeah.
There's no parking, there's band, there's noise, there's dancers. Like, I guess that's the calm before. I mean, it's not even calm before the storm. It's storm before the storm, I guess, right? Like, it's almost because there's a lot happening out here, and that's amazing to see, right? I mean, it really is. To your point, it doesn't just happen for 10 days. It takes months and months of preparation and practice and time.
Right.
And these kids are putting in hours and hours of time, and they're not getting paid to be out here. They're doing this because they love it, right? And because they want to be
100% right.
Yeah, and that's I think that's probably the best part about it is you got these kids that are just so excited to get out there and be a part of it, and the support from the Calgary Stampede Foundation, excuse me. So if people do want to support the foundation, maybe we can end with that. What's the easiest way to help support the Calgary Stampede Foundation?
I mean, obviously through donation, and that goes right to supporting these programs and the things that the kids do, through the website, if you're just looking up Calgary Stampede Foundation. But also, as John said, coming out and being that audience for these students, that is super important to support them in that way and give them that energy that they're excited to give to the audience as well. So hoping to see folks down during Stampede, taking in all the sights and smells and tastes of Stampede, but also, coming down to see the young performers and the Stampede show riders, the show band, and the young Canadians in the evening show.
The Outriders as well.
Yeah, and the Outriders,
Which is an alumni group of ours. So a lot of people they can no longer participate in the show band, but as they get older, they miss that performing aspect. And so we have the Band of Outriders, which is able to continue that and give them that opportunity. And they'll be performing on their own and with the show band throughout all of Stampede.
Yeah.
Great. Well, that's awesome. I mean, on behalf of the Trek Dental and the Trek Dental Foundation, we'd like to make a donation to the Calgary Stampede Foundation, but we really want to thank you for your time. I mean, this is the excitement that is about to happen, really soon here. We're almost there, just a few days away, and so really excited. Thank you all for your time, for helping Calgary learn a little bit more about what you guys do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
my pleasure.